very much for joining us again on this Let's Play series of City Skylines, Stockholm Edition, Season 1, Episode 5. In this episode, we are going to go to Busy Town Milestone. We are at Boomtown in the last episode. Next episode, we're going to reach to Busy Town. In the last episode, we unlocked some square kilometers of land, 2x2. We unlocked some transport, some industry specializations, some new policies, and some roads. The most important thing we unlocked is cemeteries and advanced wind turbines. We're going to get to those and a few other things in this episode. Let's start playing. First of all, we're going to address our... First, we're going to pause the game. First of all, we're going to address our power needs. We're going to put down a couple of the advanced wind turbines down here on the water. These draw 20 megawatts of electricity to supply the town. They're much more efficient, but they do cost double? No, yeah, double. 12,000, 6,000. Now let's check. Let's check and see if that did the trick there. That should have. Once they get going, yeah. Now we can drop this budget down. We'll get back down to 100 and see where we are. Now let's check our energy. Still 64. Oh, let's go 3 times fast. 72. Alright. So we can drop this way down. Let's try 75 and see where we are. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Now we'll go about 85 and that should do it, and they can leave me alone for a little bit. Yeah, 52. Alright, now we're going to get back into the gameplay here. Now, Brook Square is an industrial area that is farmland. However, it is not the Industry DLC farmland. The Industry DLC has a bunch of unique buildings that are large plots of land for farming, and they're not just the 4x4 square. This is just the standard thing that the game puts in for you. This works for down here, though. I just wanted to get a few jobs for our citizens at this end of the town. And I believe I would like... So there's 2 areas of good farmland on this map that are close. There's some over there as well, but that's a little far away. But there's farmland up here straight north of us, and then over to the left. And I think... So we're going to buy a tile, and I think we're going to go up here. I think I would like to do... Yeah, we're going to go up here, purchase this tile. You just click on the tile and it gives you the price, 74, 5,600, 55, and 510, 5,100. So this one's 74. This is the most expensive one. This one is the only one. No, this one has railroad as well. I don't believe these have any, yeah. So this one has waterways and railroad. This has all 4 major connections. So we're going to buy this one because, as I've said, 1, I would like to put farmland up here. And 2, I would like to extend this section up a little bit. And then the second tile that we're going to buy is this one, so that 1, we get the rest of this farmland to work with. I don't know if we're going to get to this in this episode, but the rest of that farmland to work with. And let's start playing. So we're going to first build some roads for our citizens. We need to get some more citizens, obviously. So we're going to go to our roads, and this road... Actually, I shouldn't have deleted that because I'm going to extend it down. And at this point in the game, I kind of like to get to curved roads. So we're going to put... I like to put a little character into the city at this point. So far we've just been working with a grid, and at this point I like to actually make kind of some interesting curves and bends and actually make the town look like something other than just a grid. So we're going to go to curve feature on this one and curve up into that. Now that's just a start. We're going to go back to the straight line, and then we are going to add our side roads. And then we're going to get some residents down here. Can this go over? Nope. So we're going to come from up here. And actually, you know what? I might make a park there. I think we'll leave that alone and make a park. But we can connect this. And we can connect that. Now it's still got some grid to it, but it's got a few curves in it. And then you start working with it off of that and start, doing a few other things. But for right now, we're going to throw some residential down because we have a demand for it. Go to the select tile on these. And come over. Yeah, we might make a little park there to keep our citizens happy. I don't think we have parks anywhere yet. But the first thing I want to do is add a cemetery. And I believe we're going to put that up here. At least for now. That might get moved later, but I figure next to the police and the fire station, that's a good spot for it. And we can go to our info views and we can check everything. Electric's fine, water's fine. The police and fire, we could probably use another here soon. We need to connect some water pipes down here. I'm just going to come all the way down. I know we don't need it right now, but we will very soon. And come down 460 and over. There we go. Little glitches. Alright, 460 and over. The fun of the game. Alright. Now we can get back to our roads here. Let's put down a little bit more residential. Let's go ahead and delete this rock. And delete that rock. Yeah, we can delete that rock. Okay. Now, our fire, we're getting close to needing another. We have low coverage. We might go ahead and put one up here in this industrial area. Yeah, I think we'll put one there. That'll cover everything a little bit better. And we could move that one down. What does it cost to move it? 2,400. I think we'll leave it there for now. We'll end up needing a lot of firehouses all over the city. We need some water over here, but that is a demand issue. Let's go to our economy screen and bump up the budget on that a little bit. Now, I want to start getting some roads down this commercial area. And I know we don't have much money, but we're going to start. Actually, we're just going to go to the freeform tool here. We're going to start by building along the coast. I want to get nice and close to the coast over here. Where are we at? 7,000. Sorry, it's auto-saving. Now, nice to the coast, but I want to add a little characters to the map at this point. And then we'll do one-lane roads off of this road that we do here to cover the rest of it. And this will come down to the bottom and connect with that. And that will be a commercial road all the way down with some back commercial hugging the coast a little bit closer. And we need to go ahead and connect this road over. Go to the straight tool. And not enough money. So we need some industry pretty bad. And I believe we still have ground pollution up here. Sorry, where is it at? Right there. Oh, we don't. We are good there. Alright. So we can put some there, especially since we don't have any money. But I would like to go up more in this yellow area. We're going to go to the one-lane road and go to the straight tool. We're going to go up 10 and over, and we'll start there since we're broke. I suppose I could take a loan out. I believe we don't owe anyone. No, we'll leave that alone for now. We've got a little bit more industry up there. We need a little bit more commercial, so we're going to extend that zone down here, down on the coast. And every once in a while I like to leave a walkway. I'm not positive. See, I don't know if we'll need it, but it's nice to have a walking path in between things. And actually, I'm going to delete this because we'll probably run this road up here down into that area. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take that loan because I want to finish this road connection over to here so that we can continue with our zoning and building. Oh. So we're going to go there, and it's not going to let us hook onto that node. So we're going to curve and come down. And like that. And like that. I don't really like that. Maybe we'll do that. Yeah, I like that better. And it just gives a little bit of a natural curve that you would see in a normal road along your city. And we can run the commercial down this area now. Sorry. Now we need to get some water a little bit down. And I would like to get some more industry. We need a few more. Alright, let's go to the straight tool. We need a few more jobs for these citizens. And I think we'll just go ahead and come all the way up. We'll go ahead and work these areas like we are now. And again, these areas are not the Industries DLC. These are just what the game automatically gives you. But it's good jobs for the people that are living there. It's close, and eventually we can set up walking trails, walking paths, so that they don't have to take their car to work. And try and cut down on the traffic, because it does become a very pesky problem in this game. If you've never played the game, it's something to watch out for. You don't want to build things too close. Although it seems like you do, because you only have 9 tiles. You don't want to put things on top of each other. And I'm already not necessarily liking this little area here, but I think we'll be okay. It's just a small industry area. So we're going to delete these roads. We may end up putting them back later in some aspect, but for right now, Brook Square is just going to be that. And we can add more industry. Now, what is our water problem? We need to turn up the water a little. Let's go to 90. Let's see how that does. Yeah, that fixed it. Now, I would like to bring this road down, again, to hug the coast. Let's go ahead and go with the curve tool. And we're going to run this all the way down to the water, and then curve it in. And we should be able to, nope, we're going to curve it in, and this will be more of a scenic road. I should be able to hook this in over here. There we go. Now that little curve kind of curves into that. And eventually I would like to get, so this is a commercial area, but all of this stuff on the upper hill I would like to get into the high residential commercial, or high density commercial. But that's a nice little road that goes along the side here. This looks good. Now, we need a road to go through this area. When did I go out? 2 nodes. We need a road to go through this area. Yeah. So we're going to come down to here, and we're going to go straight down and connect down with this. And actually, we're going to go straight down to about here, and then we're going to curve it over just ever so subtly to that. have some water problems. You will see me do that constantly in this game. Build something and wait for them to tell me what they need, because I don't remember. And you'll find it happens to you too. And 4,600, or 460, sorry. And over. And that should do that. Now, we need to get some housing, so we're going to run some roads along this road here. Go to the straight tool. We're going to run some roads off this over to the side here, much like we did on that side. And we'll keep this half still a grid, and the other half we will do more freeform. There we go. Now it's starting to get a little bit of character to the city. And for over here, so we're going to go straight about to there, and then go to the curve tool. Go up to there, and about, actually we're going to go a little bit less. We're going to go like that, and then back to the straight tool. Come up this way, and about to there, and then back to the curved. And we'll meet up with this street. And this one can come through and connect. And then this one can just come over and cover this area. Alright, and I think we can go ahead and start building this out. But we need some parks. We don't have any parks, I don't believe. No, we don't have any parks. First, let's fix the water. So we're going to add some parks because you have to keep your citizens happy. And the best spots to add parks are inside the smaller streets so that they can reach them by the walkways. If you put them, like this big road over here, if you put a park on this side, it takes someone walking all the way up to this crosswalk to get to it. So we're going to put one here. And I think we're going to go there. We can still build houses on the other side. Actually, let's go ahead and go there. So we're going to put our first park there, and then you go to the landscaping tool and you can add some paths off of it. I believe this is gravel or dirt. You can add some paths off of it for people to get to it. It's not dirt, but I'm going to go ahead and keep those. And I think that one's good enough there. And we can add another one down here. Enough people can reach the paths from multiple sides of the street. Except for that. But that's okay. We've got some electric problems. Kind of surprised about that. Gotta turn this up a couple. I should do it. Now we're going to add another park over here to this section so that we can get more people over here. And we're going to do a little smaller one. I like to add the dog park. It's a nice small park. And we can add that on the end of this road here. And that way people can reach it from all sides by this park path that we put here. And we're going to go with just a gravel. And then people can get to it from this main road over here. Now let's go ahead and put some houses around that area. And try and get our population up. There we go. That took a while. Alright. And we'll go ahead and section off all of this. And then we need to check our schools. Turn up the electric a little bit more. We need to check our schooling and see how we're doing here. So we have just barely enough for schools. So I'm going to put an elementary school down there and maybe one up there eventually, but I can only do one for now. So we're going to put an elementary school down here. And I was thinking right there. Yep, on that side. We'll put an elementary school right there. That'll help balance some of it out. Now we need to run some pipes over. Alright, now we need to get to 3,600 in this episode. And after that, I think we might start building up there. So the first thing that I'm going to do, and we need a lot more money, and I've already taken out all the loans, but for future episodes, the first thing that I'm going to do, is I'm going to take and take out this intersection, and I'm going to put in a cloverleaf intersection, and this is a four-way intersection. And then that highway can come up and feed this area. Now, in this series, I'd kind of like to focus on all the aspects of the DLCs. So I'm going to focus on the agricultural DLC for the industries up in this area. And somewhere, I would like to put a nature reserve for the parks DLC, Park Life DLC. I would like to put a nature reserve, and I don't know if that's going to be up there, but I do think, so whenever I build maps, I like to focus most of the population kind of towards the center of the map. You'll see a lot of people build a map, and they'll have houses all the way out to the edge here. I like to try and keep that a little off the edge to make it look more like a real city, so that whenever you go to this screen, it's not just, you can see the 9 tiles built square by square by square. It looks more and feels more like a real city. So you have kind of areas that aren't covered, even though, yeah, you could get several hundred apartments in this area. It looks better sometimes to not cover it. And on this map, I believe the maximum population that you're shooting for is 60,000. And you can do that in a very small amount of space. Now, we've got some tax problems over here from the commercial area. So we're going to go to our tax screen and adjust that just a little bit. We'll put them down to 13. Now, everyone's at 13, and they stay happy at 13 for a little while, but soon they will start complaining, and then you'll have to bump it down to 12. We're going to go get some more houses over in this area. And at this point in the game, you're pretty much just trying to grow your city so that you can actually do things. We have $8,000, and I've already taken out 2 loans. I would like to run a footpath down this. Sometimes it's nice. Sometimes I leave space between the houses for a footpath so that they can get over to there. But a lot of times I just run a footpath up there so they can get from the street to the main street. And this really, it doesn't seem like, in real life, I don't know about you, but for me, I'd probably drive my car from there to there. But in the game, the Sims will utilize the footpaths. They will walk, they will take public transit, they will take the bus or whatever public transit you have available for them. I do not like that. Which really, really helps out on your traffic. Again, I cannot reiterate it enough. The traffic in this game is absolutely atrocious. You can really mess up your game just very quickly. The first few maps that I built, I had no idea what I was doing, and yeah, I ended up, you get to 20,000 and you can't handle the traffic and you end up quitting and starting over. So if you happen to do that, don't feel bad. Many of us have. Now, our residential demand is all full, so we're going to take those off for right now, and we're going to focus on industry. I did it again. I do it almost every time. When you spent so long killing this industry, when you put down new industry like this, you have to spread out the area. Otherwise, it is just regular coal burning industry. So, we're going to go up here. I do it every episode. We're going to remove that. We're going to remove that. Now, I think these are fine. I don't know about those, but I think these are fine. I can't believe I did it. I do it every episode. Every game, at some point, I go, oh, wait. I don't know what that is, actually. We can look. Juice press. Baking company, juice press. Yeah, I think these are okay. Let's look at the pollution map. Yeah, I don't think those two are polluting. We're going to keep this one and just kill the other one because I'm not sure. But, alright, so now that we've unzoned those areas, we can wait for them to source themselves back out for the pollution, but we'll go ahead and fill these for now. Yeah, that's fine. I do it every time. Anyway, so that should take care of our industry needs. And let's go to commercial. We'll add a little bit more commercial, and we'll add it on this road. And this is turning into a good map. I like where this is going. Now on this road over here, as I said, this is all going to be commercial in this area, but we're going to come out with this road along the coast. And this might be the, later in the game you get some fishing docks and some restaurants on piers. That might be what that is. Alright, well that'll work. We're going to come down there. And if nothing else, maybe that's just a nice little coastal area for roads, for people to drive, scenic drives. But yeah, I think we'll probably put the restaurant piers and stuff like that over there. And once we get down to here, I would like to extend this 4-lane road so that we can come off of it. And I think we'll go curved out of here. We'll go 2 out. And nope, we'll go 1.5. Sorry, about 15 squares. And about 15 squares there. And we'll keep that road coming on the coast. And so I don't know what my plans are. Eventually, as I said in the first video, we may buy this square to the left of me, and we may run this road continued with a bridge or something like that. But for right now, you'll find most of the things you build in this game you end up tearing down and rebuilding in a different way. Now, we have enough for another elementary school. I want to see what our... Oh, no, well, we're fine. We don't have one conveniently located over here, but we have 600 capacity and only 269 eligible. So we are going to... I did it again. Wow, this is amazing. Alright. So the first thing that we're going to do... Oh, man. Alright, we're going to go to the select tool. We're going to remove all of this industry one more time. Oh, wow. Alright. Then, the first thing that you need to do whenever you expand an industry that is designated is you need to come to this tool and you need to get it into the agricultural zone. Oh, take it from me, folks. Wow, that is rough. Twice in one episode. Anyway, and then once that area cleans out of pollution, then we can go ahead and put industry back there. Wow. Alright, this area is not so bad, so we're going to go ahead and run that with industry, and they can start there. And that is rough. Do we have a trash? Yeah, we have a recycling center there. Let's check our trash processing rate. Yeah, we need some more trash. There's 71,000 units being produced and only 24,000 being handled. So we need to put down 2 more of these, actually. Do we have the money for that? I don't think we do. I think there's 16. Yeah, we do not have the money. But there's 1. We'll start there. Yeah, our trash production is maximum. And that's another reason to have well-educated citizens. Well-educated citizens, they produce less garbage. They're much better off for your city. That's why it's good to have plenty of elementary schools. So we're going to go over to the budget and raise the electric again, and soon we'll need to add another turbine. Now on this side, I might wrap around this area here with some high residential housing. I think that comes in, can I look? At 5,500, yeah. So we might wait and wrap around there, and we might bring this farmland down a little. Yeah, actually, I think we will. We'll bring that farmland down a little bit more and cover just a bit more of that area. Yeah, the start of the game is kind of rough. You don't have any money and everything keeps happening, like fires. Now, granted, we have 2 fire stations and it's still not being dealt with. There we go. They might save that. Excuse me. Now we're going to put some more industry here. Let's check the pollution level. I don't think it's that bad. Yeah, we're going to cover this area. The tomatoes will help the soil. Get it clear. We're going to cover this area just like that. And get that industry demand down a little bit. Now they are complaining about the taxes. And this is the point whenever everyone starts. So we'll... Oh, they're still at 14. Okay. So soon everyone will start complaining about the 13, and then you just bump it down to 12, and everyone's happy at 12. Later in the game, though, I find that on your taxes, these top 3 need to be at 12, but these 3 you can normally keep at 13 through the end of the game. They don't mind paying 13% taxes, and it makes sense, you know. They should pay a little bit more. We need some water desperately. Where's our budget at? Turn that up to 100, and then we'll go to the info screen and check out our water and electric. Yeah, we're gonna have to add both here soon, but that'll hold us over for now. Now, we need some more industry. I cannot believe I did that. Let's go ahead and get this area. I don't know why I'm on this. I normally like fill. Oh, let's get that filled in, and we will finish Brook Square as an industry area for agricultural. I think we can delete this. I don't think we're going to use that area. Now, as I said, we might use that area, a little another square. But on this area next to the water, now your coastal areas have a higher land value just naturally. So here's your land value map. It's the little $ in your menu. You can see even up here, this coastal area has a higher land value. So you want to keep industry in the middle of your map. You don't want to waste your coastal area with that. However, that being said, your industry also needs shipping routes. So you need to keep it kind of close to the coastal area and kind of not. As convoluted as that sounds. But your coastal area has a much higher land value, so we'll definitely build residential on this area, but we'll probably make this all high-rise residential. I don't know if this roundabout will be able to handle it, but we'll see. Now, let's raise this a little bit more. We're getting close. We're gonna need to add some water. Pumping stations and some more electric here soon, but for right now this is good. Now while we have this opportunity, it's nice to reduce the taxes. It's nice to beautify your city a little bit, and this game makes that pretty easy. We need to get this water down. We'll need to get another pumping station soon. How much money do we have? Now we're gonna go over here and get another pumping station and just take care of this because it's going to be a pesky problem for a while. Now we're going to go on this side of it, and then you need to add pipes to connect them, and that'll work. And again, for these eco outlets, you need to have double what you have for your intake. And then we can add pipes and get that squared away. Now, once we go back to our screen over here, our info view, our water should be absolutely fine. We should be pumping way too much, and we are. So we're going to bump this down to, let's go 70 and see where that is on the info view. That's too much. Let's go 75. 75 is about right for now. Now we need some electrical solutions here, so we're going to add another couple more of these advanced wind turbines. At the beginning of the game, it's hard to do a tutorial because you're trying to show people things, and every 2 seconds you've got some sort of demand problem. But it's nice to beautify your city, and so they give you a lot of options for landscaping. Here's your landscaping tool. You've got shifting the terrain. This is all just flat, so we're not going to worry about that. We'll cover that in another one later. But you can build mountains. You can do whatever you want. They've got a bunch of paths. They've got fences and walls. They've got trees. They've got moss and grass. They've got rocks, and they've got canals. But we're going to focus on the trees. And where are the natural trees in this area? Yeah. So all the conifers are over there. Yeah, there's a few here. So we're going to go with this. We're just going to line this highway here. And eventually this cuts down on the noise coming off the highway as well. So we need to line, yeah. Oh. So we're just going to move along and put some trees here, just to make the city look a little bit better. Just kind of as you get into the highway, or as you get into the town off the highway. And they do a lot of things. Now, I like to do a lot of roundabouts. Where I live, they have roundabouts, and roundabouts are a very convenient way to manage traffic. Roundabouts, I'm a huge proponent of roundabouts. Coming from the States, we don't have them anywhere. But yeah, they help a lot. And so I do a lot of roundabouts, probably too many. But in the middle of the roundabouts, I do a lot of decorating because it's nice. It's just something that looks good. Now this, as you're coming into the town, there's nice trees all around you. It's just something to give it a little bit more of a, beautiful feel. And also, if you look at this map, yes, a lot of towns don't have a lot of trees, but like this area for your houses, you can build, where do we have? Down here. So now you can put a bunch of trees around this park, and you can make this park feel much bigger than it actually is. It looks like a square tile. But you put a bunch of trees in this area, and all of a sudden, it's, a little bit better. And there's also park areas that you can zone off and make it a little bitty city park. I don't think we're going to do that with that one, but we might do a big park here somewhere. I don't know exactly where, but we might do a big park on this map. Alright, so we need to get our demands fixed. We need people. We need to get to 3,600 in this episode. So we're going to put this down and this over here. I'm trying to get some more residents here. Now we need jobs. So we're going to come up to this hopefully non-polluted area after I've messed up twice. And we're going to put that, and that should supply them jobs. We can come back down to the houses, and soon we will be at our goal for this episode. And very soon, we will be at the end of the episode, and in the next episode, we might try and tackle the agricultural area up there. We need some money, though. Busy town. We've reached 3,600. We now reach the next milestone. We have unlocked level 4 unique buildings. We've unlocked oil industry, and there's a lot of oil on this map. So as I said, I want to focus on mostly the specializations. I want to show you how to work with the parks DLC. So we'll build a zoo in this episode, we'll build a nature reserve in this episode, and we'll build a city park in this episode. And then I'll show you how, or not in this episode, in this series, and then I'll show you how to level those up to 5 and get them to pristine levels. So the oil industry specialization is good. We will tackle that one in this series. We also unlocked a few new policies. I don't normally get into the policies yet at this point. We unlocked some roads, we unlocked hospitals, oil power plant, fire stations. We also unlocked skate parks, riding stables, a bunch of park stuff, medical laboratories, and warehouses. Restaurant pier, so we'll probably put that one, fishing pier, fishing tours. We'll probably put those over there. Let's go ahead and pause this. But thank you very much for joining us here at CCSC for this episode number 5 on this series, Let's Play City Skylines. This is Stockholm Map. Thank you very much for joining us, and we will see you next time.